Hello and welcome to the Sidders Knits podcast after a long hiatus.
We're
back,
long.
although it's shorter than our 10-year hiatus.
Oh, hey,
so yeah, we're gonna get started and I guess just talk about our
long hiatus.
yeah, and not a whole lot of. I mean, we've finished projects, but a lot of them are gifts or things. So
This is, I think, to me, it's a continuation of what we did have, but then kind of starting over too, because you're right, we don't have a lot of things that we've made. It's not like, well, I take that back. I probably have held on to a few more things than I thought.
You finished a lot, actually. Yeah. But you can sprinkle them in because we're going to start doing this. So you can just...
there we go.
I was thinking of that vest, and then we have our matching sweaters.
Yes, and I almost wore the vest today, and I thought, I'll wait.
So we have time.
Yeah.
We can share them. So I guess first up, we just have our mission accomplished.
Yeah.
So do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Yeah, I can. So we were just looking at this hat. This is a super cute, it comes in a kit. So I got the idea from Jimmy Bean's Wool. They have this cute, it's called the Tiny Tots kit, I think. Tiny Tots tin can hit or tin kit or something. And so it gives you the yarn enough to make a little baby sweater and a bonnet and a pair of little booties. And it's I believe it's pronounced Sirdar bamboo DK. Anyway, mine is a little bit big. So we were just laughing at. But it's super cute. I love the stitching on it. So here it is. Yeah. And so I made the bonnet and it's just ribbing on the edges. And then this is just a little, what is this, garter stitch for the tie. And then I'll bring this in. This is a very, I like it because it looks like it's, got some good texture to it for the pattern, but yet it's also a quick, it's a quick knit. So it's fairly quick. I want you to know, I thought I had gauged this. I thought I had tested it. Apparently not. And I think I'm a loose knitter more than I thought so. So it's big. And I even blocked it. I blocked it.
I love this rose.
Soft.
Yeah, I was going to say it's soft, and that rose color is really pretty.
So in their sample on Jimmy Bean's Wool, it comes with kind of a gray, and I use the cream instead of the gray that they have for their kit. But super cute. Kits come in different colors, but you can always pick whichever one you want. So that's my one that I have.
I know. When I saw it on your piano, I thought at first, I was like, hey, maybe you made this for Belle. Which you told me about it.
Yeah.
You told me about it and when you bought it and you were making it. But still, when I saw it, I was like, oh, maybe that's for Belle. That's really pretty. I'll have to have her try it on.
Yeah. Just see. Fit. And the baby that I'm getting it for, I kept thinking, I got to hurry up before she grows out of it. Well, she's only 3 months old. So we just had... my 19-year-old, her brother, just tried it on and we were just laughing because he's got a really big head and he was just, anyway.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Oh, so, and then the other thing that I finished, that I brought here for today is, this is called the Slip Stitch dishcloth. And this again is from the idea that I got. Jimmy Bean's Wool has a pattern kit out there and it's got the organic cotton from, I think it's organic or printed cotton from Blue Sky. It's beautiful colors, very, very soft. I have the pattern. It's a pattern on Ravelry that I just use some leftover cotton that I have, but I really like this. So we actually are recording in our trailer right now, and that's what I thought I'd use this for, is some little dishcloths. But it's so soft, you can really use it for a washcloth. Did you feel this? Yeah, it's super soft.
Oh yeah.
And I like the pattern.
I like it.
Yeah. It's enough to where you can, if you far away, you can kind of see, it's almost like a little kind of a brick pattern, but then close up you can see. Look at how fun that is. Yeah, it's a very fun knit. It knits up quick. So
I love these. Well, what I use these dishcloths for are my counters. So I use like sponges and stuff for the dishes. And actually, gosh, 12 years ago, 10 years ago, I was in that swap. I don't know if you remember. So it was a Ravelry swap. And it was called like the Dishy swap or something.
Yeah.
So every month you sent a dishcloth to one person. So then when it's your month, you got a bunch of dishcloths. And then every other month you sent one to a person.
Yeah.
And it was super fun. And I still have dishcloths from them.
Do you really?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, for the longest time, like, when I was, like living at grandma's house, I didn't need my own cleaning supplies or,
Right now.
So, I
when
love
you use these, you do find that they really soak up well. Like, I like to use them. But after a while, I mean, I'll even bleach mine too, or, it takes its toll.
Yeah.
And you just have to.
And they start to unravel. But again, if they're 10 years old.
Exactly. And then,
a good life.
Yeah. So those are my two, but I still have to weave in the ends on these, but these are the two. So I've been doing, I just thought of another one. I'll have to get the shawl that I have. So that I crocheted.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll bring that up the next one.
I know, I was going to say, you've been doing a lot.
I have, but there's a reason why I've been doing.
I know.
Well, and you have your sweater.
I do.
That's right. I'll let you talk.
So this is mine, and I forgot. Mom, do you remember the name? We both made this sweater. What was the name of it?
Let's see. I know who it was by. Is it Perfectly Knotted?
I mean, I can insert the name in here.
Yes.
I just can't remember. Scrappy. That's what it was.
Scrappy
Sweater.
It was a play on words.
Yeah, both my mom and I knit this sweater, so we both did the test knit. Do we even have a picture? We do have a picture, both of us in it, don't we? Did we? I thought we did take a picture.
Did we take it? I don't know.
We may not have. We'll have to do that though. But and I used Lion Brand Hue and Me yarn on mine. And actually, I think it came out pretty good. I could have made the sleeves longer, and I wanted them slightly shorter because I thought, okay, I like to have them. But then I wore it to work, and it's very hot. And so you can't really wear, and I've noticed that with any of my sweaters, they're just too hot in a building. So, but then outside I want, a little more length because I'm not needing, to use my hands as much. So now I kind of know that it'd be better to make them longer sleeves because then I could wear it outside more instead of like pulling them down. But I did wear it. Actually, I just wore it for some pictures when we went snowshoeing, and it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But I love the yarn. I think it came out really like just pretty colors, and these aren't colors that I necessarily would normally put together. Like, it's not like a palette that I wear a lot of, but I do really like it. I
do too. I like those colors. Yeah.
Go out and about in the cold.
So we'll need to insert pictures because I made the same one, and I used just a lot of blue. So I used the Cascade 128, I believe, Superwash 128, and it is a very warm yarn like yours. So I wore it to work one day thinking, I'm going to wear actually finally a knit sweater. Yeah. And boy, it was all I could do to handle that. I thought, I wish I would have changed because brought a change of clothes. It was so warm that it's great to like go out somewhere, but it was fun. It was a fun knit. Yeah.
But it's one of those, like, it's not a wear inside of a warm building which I think that's just the nature of like knit sweaters and stuff. It's just hard when especially you're like, no, but I want to wear it all day long.
I wanted to show people. I want to wear it so I can show people that that I made this.
Yeah, it's like, but I made this. It's so fun. So yeah, I just have to go somewhere where I can wear it the whole time, where I'm sitting outside or something in the cold. But yeah, so I was excited. Pulled that out to wear it today.
It's fun.
Yeah, I could have even made it a little longer. You can't tell too much in here. But I could have made it slightly longer, I think.
See, and I think it looks fine, but I know we're used to, I like the longer sweater. Yeah. So, in fact, I'm still working on the other sweater. She's on Instagram. What's her name? Is it Perfectly Knotted?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't remember her name, but that's
and she's on Ravelry too. Yeah. But I do like her sweaters. I like her instructions. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they're really well written.
Yeah, and so in fact we were a test.
Yeah, we tested this one.
Yeah. And so it was fun. We were making them together. It was fun.
Yeah. Which was nice too, of like, where are you at? How's it going? What's this?
And then so I'm making the lavender dipped, which I actually got the pattern. You gave me that pattern when it came out. So you gifted that to me. So all I have left really are the sleeves. Isn't that funny? And I just somehow there's a block. This weekend would be a good one. Sorry, I keep looking at not where I should be looking, but this is a good weekend. It's really windy and it's cooler outside, so I really should get those. I probably could do those sleeves in like an evening. I would have it done. I don't know what my block is. I think it's gotten warmer, and then you get bored after a while. This one was only 2 colors. This lavender dipped. This one right here was fun because you could switch. I'm tired of this color. I want another one. Yeah. So we would just do that. Yeah.
I think I knew you were that far along, but I forgot that you were almost done with that one too.
It's just a matter of making myself do it. And it's sitting on the couch and it's just this big bulky sweater and I need to get it off the couch.
Finish it. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, well, that was nice with this one is that it was a test knit, so we had to finish.
Yeah.
There was you have to be done by this day. Okay. And I think it was like a couple days before that. I didn't weave in all the ends.
Yeah, who weaves in ends?
There's a lot, so I wove in a couple, but then certain angles you can see them. Oh well, okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, do we want to move on to? Yeah. Is it projects in the queue that we have next? No, not Stitches started.
Yes,
Stitches started is next. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to go first since I just was showing?
Okay, let me go first. My turn. So I do have. Because this is the one, in addition to the lavender dipped I was telling you about, that I did not bring. Like I said, it's on my couch and it's in this big bag. So I am making these are a pair of socks that I cast on. So I have had this yarn for a few years. And this is, we talked about her. It was Arkansas yarn, Arkansas fiber.
I think Arkansas Yarn Company.
I actually had, this is an extra skein. I had her makeup. She special dyed this one for me to make a pair of socks for Amy's daughter. So I actually just bought an extra skein because I'm thinking, well, she dyed it up, she got all this out. So if I bring it close, I just saw, you can see it's got some little sparkle to it. It's silver, so pretty. So it is fingering weight. So I'm making the sock and the pattern is called, I believe it's called Ripped Jeans. And it's on Ravelry. I saw it, of course, on Instagram. I think I'm an Instagram person now. I don't know if you call it a person, but...
Instagrammer?
I'm an Instagrammer, IGer. I don't know what you do, but let's see. There we go. You can see the pattern. Isn't that fun? Mm-hmm. So this pattern gives you different... If you cast on like 56 or something, 62 or 64, and then 72, I think. So, and then she'll give you the pattern for it, which I think is nice if you, So, super cute.
I know it's pretty. It's really pretty.
Yeah. And so it's a pattern. Oh, I think it might be a 10 row. Is it 10 row repeat? And so it's not as easy as just like a straight knit sock. I like to do a lot of knit socks for some, I don't know, I just do.
It's easy. It's like
easy, and you can watch TV while you're doing it. You can listen to a podcast. This one I have a harder time with because it is like some yarn overs knit two together. So I have to count in my head and I'm not as good doing it that way. So anyway, that's what I have on my needles currently. These are like what I'm going to have. Do you want me to tell you about those now or later? These are in the queue.
Okay, I'll go over some that I have. Okay. I was going through my bucket box that I have. So this one here, I'll show this one first. This is what I just started yesterday. So I'm getting is it called the Accessory Club?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a Jimmy Beans Accessory Club. So every month you get like a pattern with some yarn and then like some kind of little tool. So like this month, this was the pattern. So it's called Kerchieferific. And it's cool because it comes with a knit and crochet version. And these ones they were really similar. Like it's a very similar project, just one's knit, one's crochet. And so I started it last night. So it came with the yarn.
So what kind of yarn?
So this is...
Oh, that is that one. Okay.
Sheepies.
See, now it's so funny. I always say to people, if you're a Harry Potter, if you've read the books, it's like, he who shall not be named. I'm like, the yarn whose name we can't pronounce.
Is it?
I've heard of sheepias.
Okay, yeah, I don't think that is an I, huh? I don't know.
It's a J, and so, but people, I've heard it called sheepias.
I thought it was sheepies. I thought that was an I.
I've heard people say that too. But I've heard it's sheepias, and I can't pronounce it, so we just say that one.
That's funny. Oh yeah, that's a J. I thought it was an I. Just looking at it, I just was like sheepies because it's sheep. Okay. So I've only gotten a little bit. It's really cool, and so I did have a hard time with the pattern. I think part of it is because it's a little card, and so some stuff you have to kind of figure out. There's a little bit more of...
I've not seen this one.
So there's a little more of you have to interpret the pattern. So I definitely would say not a beginner, because I was kind of having a hard time. I did eventually figure it out. Luckily, I did not mess it up, because there was just a few things I was like, well, it says make. Do I make it on every row? Is it every up? You know, like just these little things I had to kind of figure out. But what's kind of cool is, so it looks like, I mean, it looks like color work, right? Like it looks like the stranded color, or, I don't know, I used to call it ferrule. I don't know if that's the real name, but you know, like 2 hands. But it's not. It's slipping stitches. So you only are working with one, but you slip the stitch to get the other color. So it's actually a lot easier than color work, because you're not. So anyway, it's really cool. I'm super excited. So I haven't been knitting at all. I'm just busy, and you know, just it kind of takes a back burner. So then my mom's like, well, I want to start this up. I'm like, I'm not even knitting. So it's probably been at least a month. I've been, I don't knit anymore. So then finally I was like, okay, I've got to start something. So this came in the mail, and I was like, okay, I'm starting this. So I got my needles out last night, because we're doing this today. Yeah. I didn't have any more time to put it off. So I started it last night, and then I'm watching TV. You know, it's getting a little later. I'm like, I've got to go to bed, but I want to keep knitting. Like, now I'm on a roll.
You did good, because I do. Yeah. She had texted me last night to say, can you get the pattern? Are you able to get the pattern? I'm like, oh, let me look and see. And then she's like, I found it. Yeah, so
I thought I'd thrown it away, because I thought I threw one away, and then I found the crochet one. I was like, oh no, I threw the knit one away. But I found it. We were all good. But yeah, so last night,
so this does come with crochet, both crochet and knit. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the accessory.
And that's what it comes. Yeah, and the accessory, I don't think I have them, but it was like a pair of scissors. So it was all the yarn. Yeah. So the four things of yarn, the different colors, the pattern, and then the like little scissors. I haven't used them. They're not little. They're actually.
And that's what the Accessory Club is for. In from Jimmy Bean's Wool, is it's once a month. You will, if you join the club, and I think it was back in November when they offered it. Yeah. Was it November, December?
But I think you can join like any time, right? Isn't it? Or no?
They only have a certain amount. So so what happens is, like, say they have 200 or whatever. I'm just going to pop out a number, and then so 200 people sign up. So you can't join. However, you can be put onto a waiting list. So say you have 200 people signed up in January, February, in March, we get somebody that want to cancel. We have enough. Jimmy Beans has enough to have 200 for the end of the year. So you can sign up. You would miss the first couple. So that's
I didn't know that, because I signed up, I think, before it started, so that I didn't realize that was like a kind of like a finally.
I think that's how it happens, and I don't quote me on it. Yeah. But so the good thing about that is you get different things. That's my type of club. I thought
it's been definitely like, so 2 months I've loved this stuff, and then 2 of the months I was like, hey, I'm not gonna make that, but I can use this yarn for something else. But that one, loved it. When I opened it, I was like, because I actually have for projects in the queue the one from the month before, which I was going to start that, and then I got this, and I was like, never mind, this goes first, and then that.
I'm glad you brought that yarn. So that's the XL, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really nice.
So it's a worsted weight. So they have, I believe, the one under, they also have just the stone wash. That's stone washed XL.
Yeah.
Which is worsted, and then they have one that looks a little bit lighter. So I think it's cool too. Yeah.
It's like a pull tab. I saw it, forgot about it on the first one, and then remembered the second one. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it.
Well, I like how it's. I have not knit with it or crocheted with it. So yeah.
Then here's another project from about 2 years ago.
That's pretty. Hey, we all have them, right?
I did pull this out the other day. So this is a sock, and what I think I'm going to do is an afterthought everything sock, because I don't want to stop on the tube. So I thought, I'm going to work on this. I don't know who I'm going to give them to, because grandma wears my knit socks all the times. So I've noticed that when I see her a lot of time, like more often than just like, oh, I'm going to see Sydney, I'm going to put these socks on. Like she has them a lot. So I do want to give her another pair for her birthday. So this it's just hard, because I know she'll love them, but it's not necessarily like one of the colors I would have like picked for her.
See, I see that. I like that.
I love this, but it just like, I I don't know, the different ones I've gotten, it's been like I pick the colors just for her. Where this would be like I'm like reassigning this to, but then I might actually get them done because I want to have them for her birthday. And I know July, which seems far away, but
I know.
It's like if I just did them, then they could be ready to go. Wouldn't have to give her a half finished project. So this is another thing that I need to work on. And this yarn is from Valkyrie Fibers. I believe this was the Gimli color, like the Lord of the Rings Gimli colorway, I believe. So, and I love it. It's really fun. And I started that, I think, on our Oregon trip like 2 years ago.
Did you? Sometimes you just, I've got it. I've got, I actually have a lot of acrylic yarn, I think, even though I have a lot less than I used to. And I don't know what it is about yarn. I just have such a hard time giving it away. Yeah. There was a lady that came to the store this week, and she said there's a library that collects the yarn, and then they make things and they donate them. Oh. So I thought, that's a good place. She gave me the contact.
I have gotten rid of some of mine on that free group here.
Yeah, that's
because you can post it, and I mean, you could say, pick up only, or and then someone can take it.
Yeah, people are always looking for that. So
yeah,
I just have to go through it.
Yeah,
that's a process.
So. I know. I do every time we move. We move a lot, so then I get to go through it again and again and again.
I know. And I was looking at. I was trying to catch up, kind of, and like review what we had just, our last podcast, and you had talked about, I'm moving, and so
here we are.
And I thought I had to laugh because I thought, here we are. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
here we are again,
moving again.
We're kind of in transition right now.
Yeah, we're in between. So we just like to move.
Yeah, but they don't. That's good. I mean, when you move, you do declutter.
Yeah,
and you get rid of
because
you
get like, I'm not moving this. So
I've been at the same place for like 20 years, so obviously I haven't done that. So. Anyway, what do we have next?
Projects in the queue, which you have some fun stuff.
That's the thing I have. Yeah. So let me do these first. So I did take a trip to Jimmy Bean's World today. It's not like I don't go there often enough, but so
that's funny because you didn't work today, right?
I know, so I work there. I'm only there for part time, but so I'm there like 3 days a week, and then I go there on my day off.
I still haven't, because I need to get over there and do you still have to make appointments?
Yeah, but after May 3rd, I think May 3rd they're going to start that you don't have to. I think that's the plan.
Because that's one where I was like, I need to make an appointment. But I need to be in that area of town, and the only days it seems like I am are when you're not working. So I'm just like, eventually I'll make it over there. But I gotta knit some stuff up and use some stuff before I can go get new stuff.
Yeah. See, and I say that too, but here I am on my day off going. Well, and so I have a 13-year-old and a 14-year-old, and our 13-year-old, he actually is into knitting and crochet. So my thing is, I'm going to foster that. I'm going to go ahead and I want him to look at it.
Did he go with you today?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, both boys did. So I took them both, and that was the reason I went today. Because I say that's the reason. Is the 14-year-old doing it too? He started to knit.
Okay, yeah, I thought so, because I thought I saw him one day.
He gets frustrated with it, and knitting is not, if you are a knitter or crocheter, it's not sometimes, it's a process, and so it's not just about making sure that the needles go the right way and the yarn, is pulled through and all that. To me, it's kind of therapy, or it can be calming unless you're trying to hurry, but and that's what I'm trying to have him, it's like, and I think that's the 13-year-old, Vincent, he's like totally, he likes to do it, he likes to pick out the yarn, and that's why I have him. We only got a 15-minute one because she was busy today, so I hurried up and took that 15-minute little option of the appointment, and then I messaged her and I said, this is what we want, and so she had it all ready for us. So it was perfect. So good. So he picked out 13-year-old picked out this pattern because he wants to learn zigzag, is what he said. So this is and I think it's an older one, adult hat and scarf. It's Plymouth.
Is it a crochet or a
knit?
No,
it's a knit. Okay. Yeah, and so you can see the zigzag, and they happen to have one there. It's on sale right now, and I'm like, cool, I'm just gonna grab it. So I'll take it. He likes printed. Yeah, I could have probably just printed it out, but I'm like, I like it. So, and it was on sale. So he picked that, and then I had him pick out some color when we were at home, and I just but this is the Cascade Yarns 220 Superwash Wave, and They almost look like different colors. I was like, okay, does this have?
Yeah, they're cool.
Doesn't it? But he was happy with it. I'm like, I'm fine. Let's see different dye lots. They almost look like it, don't they?
Yeah.
Nope, same dye lot too. So this is color 114. So really pretty. So it says it takes 2. On the website, you can see they have a sample that's been knit up of what this looks like. So he's excited. It's super soft. Cool. Did you feel this yarn? It's yeah.
I think it's gonna be fun.
I do too.
I think it's gonna be that's a good yarn for that kind of
and it's a nice little. So I have that one. He's starting, but he picks up really quickly, like different things, but I'll help him. Okay, so then also, right? Is that it? I guess that was it. So while I was there, while I was on I'm also trying to find stuff for kids to do when it's home and it's kind of cool outside, and just little things to keep them busy, but also, we go out and do stuff too. This is the Jimmy Bean's Grow Yourself kit. And in it, I haven't opened it yet. I was going to. So they did have 3 different kits. One was our favorite we wanted to look at was dye your own yarn. We thought that would be fun. But they don't have, we're all out of stock on that one. They also have like how to make your own bath bombs or something. But I thought this would be good for the boys. So inside, we'll see. And it's on sale, which is one of the reasons I bought it. So you get some little rope thing. It's macrame. So you're going to get some of this. And then you get a little pot, a little terracotta pot. That's cute. And there's I was like, I hope they have directions, which they do. Macrame plant holder. And it's beginner level, so I think this is great. It's for the boys. Yeah, look at that. So, tells you what you need. And there you go. And that's what it's going to make.
Trying to figure out what
hopefully that middle, is that little middle loop in there? Oh, yeah.
There's metal loop in there.
Yeah. And then you get a little emery board, and I'm keeping that. The emery board.
That's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, what is this?
But it's a llama. Is that super cute? And then you get the little ring to go with it. So this is, I think it's going to be, the boys wanted one. They both wanted it.
I think it looks super fun.
And I was talking to a friend of mine. I said, I remember making this in, in Scouts. We learned, we put the rope on somebody's fence. That's what held it. And all of us girls were just, learning how to macrame. It's probably maybe 5th grade. Macrame. That was, 70s. That's what people did. You lived through the 70s, you macrame.
I remember Grandma having macrame stuff at her last
and
house
I've seen it. Like at Michael's and Joann's and
it's
places.
Definitely made
kind of a comeback. And I do have one other one.
Open
this
that
was
up.
My super fun one.
I know, I'm excited. I think I know which one this is. I think you did tell me about this.
I did.
Right?
So, when I was working, it's been maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think. So people come in, to the store. I work in the retail part of it. And this one lady, she came in and I want to say, and I don't know for sure, I was thinking it was her mom, but I'm not super sure. They were taking a road trip. And they were up from north, like the North Pacific, all the way down. And as she through Oregon, we talked about Oregon and how fun it was. Well, come to find out, she dyes yarn. And so she's got a little Instagram account. It's called Jada Woo. And I guess she's Jada Woo Designs. Yeah, it's JADAWOO, then Designs. And she's from Washington. So I kept following her, and she had a yarn that was dyed called Pacific Northwest colorway. I think she just calls it PNW. But she had told me about she had told me about her her experiences, like what she did, and this is what she was doing, is she was just kind of going all through her little road trip. So when I saw that yarn, I said, I have to get it, because we go every year. Thank you. We go to Oregon. We love Oregon. It's our family vacation. So I got the little, I think it's the mini skein. It's a set, maybe 5. Oh, and I got a little extra. That's right. So if you had I think $35, then you got free shipping. So I spent the extra 5. I know. So this one, let's see what this one is. This is Aquamarine. It's a mini skein. These are all sock weight, fingering weight. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty.
Yeah, that's really pretty. Yeah. I do like that set a lot. See, this is what, Aquamarine, right?
Yes, Aquamarine mini skein. Yeah. And then this is the set. This is called, she does call it PNW mini set. So it's It's 75 superwash merino wool and then 25% nylon blend of it. Look how gorgeous. Okay.
That's sweet.
See if hopefully the light is picking it up, but even that will match. I was thinking for the toes and heels, but isn't that pretty?
Yeah, that's so pretty.
Yeah.
I really like this one here. That's really pretty.
And then how this goes with it. Yeah.
Oh,
and then
you're out of the thing.
Oh, sorry. And then I'm thinking, oh, Twilight. Look, Twilight.
So pretty.
That's the color.
Yeah.
And the brown. I mean, that just does look like she picked. I think these colors are very the name. These are really represented well with the name, the colors that she picked. So, I know. we went to Michael's maybe last weekend, was it? And I picked up this little. It was on sale, and it's like they look almost like a hexagon or something. Did you see that? And it goes on your wall. It's like a shelf. So my plans were to, you run this through, like make little cakes with your yarn, and I was going to put them all pretty. And then I thought, I bought one. Like there was all that was left. And I thought, there's no way that I'm going to fit. The idea that I have in my head is to put it on there. But I'm like, I need more than one. But anyway, okay.
It's funny. I don't think I saw it, but I think I have an idea of what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's in the craft room when you walk in. Next to the big clock that I need to put up, and I have no idea where I want that to go too. But yeah, okay. So look, the colorway Blue Spruce Reflections, the Great PNW. Yep, it's navy. That's that dark color, and redwood. Fun. So yeah, okay.
I like those a lot. Those are really pretty.
I'm super excited. We'll do that.
Some candy eggs from Easter.
Recent. Okay, look at snack time after the podcast.
So. You gave me this. It's a little snap bag.
I love those.
Yeah. So this is the one I was talking about when it came. So it's called River Crossing Hat. So this was the month before, kit that came in the Accessory Club thing. Yeah. So and it came with like the little needle and the soak, which I always use those needles. So it's good to have more and more.
Well, I know where you can get those from.
I know. So it came with one skein of this. What is it? Chunky.
That's a Malabrigo.
Okay, I thought that looked Wales Road. And then the pom pom on there. So and it's a snap pom pom too. So it's like a snap kind. I haven't used those before.
Did you get the other piece?
It's on it.
Oh,
like that
it
piece.
is. Okay. Yep. There it goes.
So I'm super excited about this hat. Well, it's going to go fast. I know that. Once I start it, it's going to go really fast. Because it's chunky. And what I think I'm going to do... So, right now at my work, there's three of us that kind of work in my area. And then some people work from home and stuff. But and we're prepping all this stuff. And anyway, it's been, four. Because there's me and then 3 other people. So, 4 people. And they've just been... So, I'm kind of like the manager-ish. And then they work with me. And they've just been great. So I was like, I gotta do something for them, at the end of the semester. And so I was thinking of doing hats for all of them. And so this one was going to be for the girl that I work with, and she's actually moving to Washington.
Oh,
so I was like, oh, this would be perfect kind of going
not perfect
cold
that
weather.
you want to move.
I know. I was sad. I keep getting
yeah.
asked for questions on her job interviews. Like, oh, can you mute? I'm like, yeah, she's leaving. I don't want her to leave. She's really good. Of course I'd rehire her if she'd stay. But so this hat, I was thinking I'm going to make that for her. So I have to get that done in the next couple weeks because she's leaving like May 15th. So don't have a lot of time. And then, I did grab this because it's so cool. My mom gave me this for my birthday.
That's right.
So it's stripes, and it stripes really cool. Yes. So this is another one I need to start. And
I think that's pronounced biscotte.
Biscotte.
If we're wrong, if you know the right, I think I wanted to call it biscotti, but it's not. But I think that I had heard it was pronounced biscotte.
It's like a Weasley. Okay, I knew it was a Harry Potter theme. It's so cool when you showed me the stripes.
Isn't that pretty? Yeah, and it does kind of self-stripe.
And I think that's about it. I just need to get knitting again. Yeah,
and that's kind of why I think that we thought let's start this up again, even though summer is coming. But that's usually, I knit usually more in the wintertime, but it would still be fun to, it's making us get this stuff out, which I think is a good idea. And then another thing that I really thought was fun about it was I was looking back at the older videos, and Belle came up, and she's this little person, and it's just like, and then plus I think it's because it's making us, it's not forcing us, but we were making ourselves like, let's get together, and I think that's good. So
yeah, it is kind of cool. Like, I wish that we had our audio podcast somewhere where we could listen to them again.
That would have been
because they don't.
You have to pay for it. I don't even know. Mm-hmm. We had to keep like paying for it.
Yeah, that pod.
Libsyn. Was it Libsyn?
Was it? I can't remember what we even used. But that's one thing that bums me out is that it's like it's not on. You can't get it on YouTube anymore. Or not YouTube. It wasn't
have
YouTube. iTunes or like we can't. Mm-hmm. And like I don't think we had the files on a computer somewhere. Where it just like I should check that old pink laptop at some point. But that's kind of a bummer. I wonder. I'll have to look on that because I actually wanted to download pictures off of that. So when we move again. I'll have to find it because I don't know where it is. It's in the garage somewhere. So she's supposed to be moving, right? You're supposed to be moving. Apparently, for a we just reached out and heard that permits are supposed to be done to get picked up, so they can start building, or like start getting the like septic put in and these different things. But we still don't know for sure if when the house is going to be. It's a manufactured home, so like it's at the factory. So we still don't know, like, for sure when that's done and going to be coming. So it's just kind of, they said, oh, yeah, so-and-so's going to reach out to you Monday. So we're hoping we get, because, like, I saw the email. It's like, well, it kind of answered the question, but not quite. We were wondering, like, when is it going to be done at the factory? But, there's a lot, a lot changes. So we're just kind of like, okay, we're going to keep following up. But we know it's, everywhere is
I know.
crazy,
but one thing, at least you're kind of feeling like it's a little bit closer. Every time you hear it's maybe something small, but at least it's something in the right direction. Not like, oops, we have to start. We lost your order.
So we're getting there. It's just a hard but I just want to know exactly when. But it's a fluid thing. It doesn't, because things come up, it changes and stuff, but it's still hard to but I want a date. I want the date that I know. But actually, one more thing I forgot. I was going to just show really quick. Oh, look at that. My coworker gave me these. Isn't that so sweet? This was a Christmas gift. So these are Yarn Cafe Creation yarns, and it was the sweetest thing. So it was funny. So it took us months to finally exchange Christmas gifts because she quit working like right before Christmas. That's what I was wondering who it was. So I made her a hat, and then she got me yarn, and it was the sweetest thing because she's like, I have no idea if you can make anything from this. I don't know if I got you enough. I don't know, and she's like, but they looked like stuff you would like. Where did she get it at? Online. So what she did, she looked at my knitting Instagram. So she went through my Instagram, looked at yarns I had used, went to their page, and then found some that she thought I would like. So now that's so cute. And they are. I love them. I mean, they're beautiful. And like this, I love these teals and purples. But I just thought that was the sweetest thing that, that she put so much into finding something for me, and just like
this is so
that's not something she does. She doesn't do that stuff. And so she was like, I don't know. And I was like, this is perfect. I was like, this is like the best gift. Such a, nicely thought out thing. So it's hard. So I was like, I know we don't share too much of like, oh, I got this or got that. But that was something. I was like, but I want to show it because it's so cute.
That is super. And what a cute, and like what thought went into that gift. Yeah, definitely.
I just loved it.
Fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, recipe. That's what we wanted to do.
Is it recipe of the week? No, random recommendation and then recipe of the week. Okay. So, random recommendation. Do you have one or do you want me to do one?
You do one. Okay. I think my random was going to be Jade.
Yeah.
So
okay. Okay. So, mine is not craft related. It's a podcast I've been listening to that I've been enjoying.
Yes, that's right.
It's called Lore. So, like Lore. And it's kind of fun. So, what it does is this guy, I think his name is Aaron Mahnke. He produces different podcasts, and they're all kind of like dark. But he goes through like different like folklore kind of things, and they're all kind of dark, kind of scary. Like I would not listen to this with my kids. They're scary-ish. But I love it because it just talks about folklore of different places, and then like, sometimes like, and then there's like, I wouldn't say like, evidence behind it or these things, but like, you know, kind of like where does folklore end and like reality stuff. I don't know. It's just kind of a fun, like, because I don't think I would like the true crime kind. That's a little too much for me. But this is like perfect, that in between where it's like, oh, it doesn't like scare me, but it's also kind of like, woo. Yeah. So yeah, I have a lot of fun listening to that podcast. I've been listening to a lot of those at work. Just put, you know, if I'm cleaning or doing those things, I'll just listen and do that. Probably wouldn't listen to it at night in the dark.
I was thinking, I thought, I do have a podcast I can mention, but mine's the true crime.
So, yeah.
But there's another one. Let me grab it. Let me grab my phone. Oops. It is the trailer. Yeah. It's the trailer. You can tell.
That's funny.
And mine along those lines. Let's see, where are my podcasts? So I can tell you what the name. I think I just want to say it's called Supernatural. Yeah, Supernatural with Ashley Flowers, and that is kind of like that too. So they kind of put in a little bit. It's kind of a crime. It's a little bit of a crime, so it's a real story. Oh, okay. But then they're like they probably unsolved, and they never figured it out. But then they start like, oh well, this happened and this happened. So a couple that I've read or listened to happened quite a while ago. It's not just more recent. So,
and sometimes I can handle stuff if it's a long time. You know, like a little more like. Like, even though it's real people, like it feels a little like, okay,
disconnected a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, different time. That's why I like more history stuff, because it's like, this is all.
Yeah, and then she does kind of similar to that. I'm gonna have to listen to yours. That sounds good. This one is like one of them. It was, I don't know, in the forest somewhere, and they talk about the people that were there, and then how there was a string of like disappearances. Sometimes, a lot of times, that's how it happens. So it's like unexplained, disappearances, and then they might find, evidence of. That person didn't make it, years later, but they also have sightings of. Kind of like, and it's enough of that kind of, I don't want to call it fiction, but where it's like, there's no scientific evidence that Bigfoot exists. Do you know what I mean? And so for me, it's easier for me to listen to those than something that really did happen, even though I listen to those kind too. But I can get scared. Yeah. Like I listen to the true crime stuff, and then I remember having to go out to my car late at night and get something, and I was like, I'm running back because all of a sudden I got really scared. Who's behind me? Like, will they find me?
Yeah. So. I know. That's why I can't do stuff that's too scary. Yeah. But especially at night. I like
if you're by yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's what I just turn on, like funny shows. Yeah. They have to be funny, and then I'll watch them.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I have a recipe. Yes. Right.
So recipe of the week.
Yeah. And this one we'll put it in the show notes, I guess. Isn't that funny? I think we don't have a blog.
Yeah, we don't have a blog, but I guess the underneath the thing, like the under the YouTube video.
We can put. Yeah, so, you can put links. And this is just one. So this last week I took on an extra job on top. So I worked a little extra at where I used to work at, and I planned just to do recipes ahead of time, so I knew I wouldn't have time. And this one was I let the boys help me too. So you just it was called taco pie, but I kind of switched it up a little bit. And so it's just the crescent roll dough, and normally you would just put it like in either a round pan, kind of like a pie plate, or just a round baking dish, or a square one if you wanted to. And then you would brown some hamburger. This one called for just hamburger with some taco seasoning. I put like some onions in there, chopped them up, and then the taco seasoning. And then so what I did is I made it into, and I took a picture, so I'll get something to get the picture, but it's like the ring. If you've ever made a ring with the crescent dough roll where you put...
So that was like so popular. I remember that.
Now you don't really see them all the time. But I made them again, and the boys, of course, haven't seen it really because it's, but I had them help me because, so they just scooped that stuff around. I made it really simple, and then I had them put the crescent roll dough over it, so I made this ring, and they just thought that was really cool. And then you can serve it like with avocado and cheese. Oh, I did put cheese inside too. Avocado, you bake it, and then avocado, sour cream, salsa, lettuce if you want. So it's kind of like a taco, and they really liked it. So that's, to me, like thumbs up for the recipe. I'm happy. They were happy. Yeah. It was fairly easy, but it was something a little bit different. So that's my recipe recommendation. The easy wet route.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, it was good.
Well, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
I know we took a little longer than we normally do, huh?
Oh,
You
we
see
do?
that?
Oh, we usually about half an
I know.
hour.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
that's
just
good.
yakking
45
away.
minutes almost.
Yeah.
We had to catch
crazy.
up for the last 2 years.
I know. Yeah, and because I think at the end we had wrap up, but I think we've got pretty much wrapped
so too.
up. Yeah.
So if you're listening, thank you. Thanks for stopping by. And I think we just like to share our love of knitting and crochet, and that's what it's all
I'm
about.
excited because now I was gonna stick like a stitch marker, I guess. Yeah, like a stitch marker, progress keeper thing, like where I'm at now. I've seen people do that, and then then the next time we come together and talk about it, we can show how much we've done.
We've come. Okay,
yeah,
that's good.
So I thought that'd be kind of fun. I'll stick that on some of my projects, and
Yeah.
next time hopefully we have some finished. Well, I hope I have some finished something that's not like months old,
and maybe I'll get that sweater finally finished.
Yeah.
I didn't like, it doesn't fit like I thought it would.
Oh, yeah.
But my body shape's kind of odd. But I thought, it's going to be a really warm sweater. Not that you want to make a sweater for camping, but this sweater's going to be perfect for camping because
nice and
when it's
cozy.
cold, I'm like, I'm going to wear this. So
yeah, that's why I think of this would be perfect, like sitting outside.
yeah, right.
You know,
it's
just
something
kinda
nice and
cozy.
warm.
Yeah.
Are you warm now? Is it kind of warm? Yeah,
yeah, I am warm. Although it's not awful. Like I think because I'm just sitting, I'm not moving around,
I think
so
you
I'm
would
not
be.
getting hot. But yeah, like outside, this would be great because it is cold today.
Yeah.
It's a little cold. Cool. Well, thank you. Yeah, just like my mom said, thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll be back.
So we'll
very
see you.
soon.
Yeah. So in 2 weeks, we're planning this for 2
Hopefully,
weeks.
yeah.
We'll get there.
Yeah, I should get some hats done.
Okay.
By then.
And I will get one sock done. That's what we should do, is our goals at the end. Is like what
just
our
say,
goals that we plan to do. So we'll plan that for next time.
Yeah,
maybe,
my
what we want to
goal,
do.
I mean, to get more on that kerchief done. I wouldn't necessarily say finish it.
Yeah.
But then that blue hat, I want that to be finished.
And my goal is going to be finish that, at least one sock, but finish that sweater. That has to get done. And I do have another a little dress that I want to get for Belle.
Yeah.
It's super cute. But it's beads. I got the beads in. I ordered the beads. So it should be fun. So anyway, that'll be next time in 2 weeks. So we'll see you then.
Sounds good.
All right. Bye.